Hopefully it's working now. Somehow I don't know. I was doing the other one and I totally messed up. But welcome today's live stream. This is Thursday, September 28th, and it is about 2:24 p.m. Pacific time. And here comes Siri again.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Good. And I'm trying to get this thing, this rental application done. So I'm talking to someone online here in this little help chat, and I had a bot, and now it looks like I have a real person. And she says, "Hello, John," because it has a little picture. It looks like a woman. Hello, John. Thanks for reaching out. If you are self-employed, you may not be able to link your payroll provider if not available. So I'm just going to say, like, how do I continue with the app, with the application? And then let's see what happens. Let's see if I just blown her mind. Aaron West, hello. We got Aaron and Aaron. Okay, I'm just seeing who else is in the chat. Thank you, Aaron, for stopping by. This is more titillating live stream as we get to see me try and fill out a rental applicant online. I started this application last week, and then I came to this same point right here where it comes to self-employment, and trying to get the self-employment on here has been a bit of a challenge. Then I just stopped, and then I went and celebrated my son's birthday over the weekend, and then lo and behold, next thing you know, here we are at Thursday already. And this thing has been sitting here for like a week probably. And I'm trying to get this application in because there's an apartment that I like and I want to get into it, but I have to do this stupid online application. Don't just do it where they let you just go in and talk to them and show them all your shit. You got to do everything online nowadays. And it gets to this point about self-employment, and they're saying, the bot earlier was saying you can download a PDF file, but the thing of it is that I don't know how to get to that thing, because it doesn't seem to let you move on to the next page, you know, and you're just sort of stuck here. It's sort of like a catch-22, I guess you'd say. So anyhow, here we are. It is a nice, bright, sunshiny day here in Las Vegas. It is 94 degrees. So we're still hitting the 90s up here, mid-90s. By the weekend, according to the Weather Channel, I think is what's playing on back here, right there. I think we're supposed to be hitting and cooling down to daytime highs into the mid-70s. So we're going to have about a 20-degree drop within the next couple of days here, which is fine with me. I love 70 degrees and 75 degrees. Today I walked because there's a Denny's restaurant that's right next door. So I walked over there, and I think it didn't feel like 94. It felt like it was in the 80s still. But whatever it was pleasant. It was pleasant. It wasn't oppressively hot. And but it's going to be cooling down. It'll be nice. I guess when Aaron comes up, it might be still in the 70s. I don't know if it's going to bounce up into the 80s. We might go back up into the 80s for a while. But our 90 degree days might be coming to an end for the year. But you never know. There might be a surprise 90-degree day that pops in here. Okay, so it says, if you're not able to link your employer, I don't have an employer. I'm self-employed. You should be able to move forward and link your banking institution. I'm self-employed. So I'm just going to put, I'm self-employed. I'll try to move on. Okay, so let's see. Let's see what happens here. Because I hit continue. It says search for your employer or payroll. I don't have that. It just, I mean, payroll is, I don't even know. I mean, they do everything, they just send it to me through the Uber app. Um, and then from there it goes to my bank account. So okay, so I said it won't let me move on. My pay is downloaded automatically to my Uber Pro card. I understand. If you're also going to link your banking institution as well, please let me know so that I can reach out to the property management office so that they can review and allow you to move forward. So she said that. So we'll see if that works. I don't know how long that's going to take. Hey, is Jolie in the house? As I like to say. Says, can you get pay statements from Uber? I have pay statements, but I'm on this app on the online, so it doesn't really matter because it's stuck in this one spot here. Hey, Jolie, all right. Aaron and Jolie in the house, in the Trucker John live stream house. Thanks for being here. Says, I will reach out to property so they can review. You should hear back from them with the next steps. Okay. Okay. I'll just write okay. I don't know. Because I got to get out of this apartment. I cannot save any money if I'm in this apartment. That's the bottom line. And I need to save money so I can buy myself a Tesla. And I mean, obviously, if I can afford, I've been paying nearly $2,000 a month to rent a car for the last 7 months. That's about $28,000. If I could spend $28,000 in 7 months, then for sure, by God, I can afford to make a car payment. I can afford to make a decent, even rent payment. But this place is too expensive. I got to get, so I'm trying to find a cheaper place, and this place is cheaper, but this stupid application it's fucked up. It says your identity has been successfully verified. I'm going back to the previous steps. Are you living with someone? And then invite roommates to start their application. I just so continue because I'm not. If you notice wrong people in the group, please click here. See, now it won't let me go any further back. It says my identity has been successfully verified. You can proceed filling out the rest of the application, just a few more steps before you can submit your application. And then it wants to securely link your income. Automatically add employment history for a lightning fast leasing decision. Search and locate your employer's name. See, I'm self-employed, and I looked up Uber, and all they have for Uber is because they do have offices all over the country. They have them here too, and so they have people that work in offices. They're not drivers, and they have a link for that, but it's not for drivers. And I tried to get into it. I tried to put that down anyway, just in case, and I can't get into it. See, it has Uber Technologies corporate employees, and it looks like the Uber logo, so I'm pretty sure that's Uber. And so that's for corporate employees. And they don't consider drivers as corporate employees. We're considered independent contractors. So, if I try to, e.g. at uber.com, see, I don't think I have a uber.com address. Anyhow, so it just doesn't work. It just doesn't let you in. And it's not for me anyhow. Now there are benefits. There's Social Security. I could put that in there. That's not my sole that's not my sole income. But if it gets me through the app, apparently they just sent me something, so I might have to go off of here for a second. Let's see what happens. I hope this doesn't kill it again. Okay, are we back? Check. I mean, I guess I could have checked it on here, but anyhow, so it's connected. Let's see if that gets me to the next step. And I'm back. I just had to check. They sent me a code, and I could have checked it on the iPad. I guess I didn't need to do it that way, but I did. So. Why did you grab a coffee on Tickling Wires? This is what it's saying. Sync completed. Review the count list for any important changes. All right, so I don't know. See, and then it goes right back to that again. So why can't I move on? It won't let me move on, I don't think. It's not letting me move on. Yeah, see, it's not letting me move to the next step. And it's really pissing me off because I want to get this done. I want to get this goddamn thing done. It says, will not share your information. Yeah, okay. Income verification. I did part of it. But it won't let me. I thought that would let me. It says because this is where I'm at. Your identity has been successfully verified. Okay, good. We know it's me. And then securely link your income. I already linked my Social Security income. I was hoping that would be enough so that I could at least get to the next step here in the process, but it won't. It just keeps saying, okay, I guess I can do that. Okay. All right, so can I move on now? It won't let me move on. See, this is a flaw. I think this is some sort of either I'm missing something. The property needs to review this and allow for you to move on. Property needs to review this and allow for me to move on. Okay. Okay, I'm just asking, is it okay for me to leave or do I have to stay in this thing? Because I don't know how long it's going to take them to get back to me. You know, this is bullshit. They should just do it the old-fashioned way and let me just fill out the application and hand it to them like on paper and just hand them all the shit. Obviously, this isn't working. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Camptown ladies sing this song, doo-dah. Because it says they've got one thing connected, and that's my Social Security. And there's no way for me to show whatchamacallit, unless I have one of these payroll apps. Or they said I could download a PDF, but there's no way on. There's no link to that on here, or it's just sort of stuck on this page. It's stuck on that page, so I don't know. I guess in the meantime, I could just let that sit there. And I'll see what you guys can do. It says an app for an apartment. Okay, so what are you doing? Oh, and Aaron's explaining, an app for an apartment lease. Yeah, it's all online. Even though I went in there, I took a tour of the apartment. I spoke with a real live person. And then they're like, yeah, so you have to go online and fill out the application. And so I come home and I'm to fill out the application. And I actually started this last week. And I got to this point here and I just let it go because then it was like my son's birthday and all that stuff, and so I was gone for the weekend, and all that, and now I'm just kind of picking up where I left off, and I want to get this done. I found this. It's a pencil sharpener. I guess someone left it in the back seat, one of my passengers or something. We can end the chat. If you have any questions, other questions, we can leave the chat. You can always reach back out and we'll be happy. Can I leave the application? Well, this pencil sharpener is kind of crappy because it just kind of destroyed this pencil. Okay, so anyhow, I'm gonna just say I really want to get this done. So I just wrote, I really want to get this filled out. It's been a week since I started it. I guess, I don't know. Maybe even more than a week. Because you know how time flies. You know, when you're just having so much fun, time flies. Maybe that'll light a little fire under their ass to get back to me. Because they did call me. Someone did call me, though, and left a message. And I think I was driving or something, so I couldn't answer. But she did leave a voicemail. One of the property managers, I guess, and said something to the effect of, "Yeah, if you're having a hard time, give me a call and I'll help you." And I never did call her back, so it's partly on me too, you know. Let's see here. Oh, she hasn't written back yet. They haven't seen it yet. She might have. This person on this thing might have left. I don't know. Oh, I see the little 3 dots that are waving, the wavy dots. So that means she's on there thinking, what do I say to this stupid ass? Well, I completely understand. The property will review as soon as they are able to. All right then, so I guess we're done here now. I'll just write okay. And I wonder if I should try to download one of these payroll apps and then see what happens there. And then maybe that would do the trick. I don't know. Let's see what happens if I go to the Apple Store, or the apps, not the Apple Store, the App Store. I think the only one I've really heard into it, and maybe Square Payroll. I don't know about Gusto, Zenefits, or Just Works. So let's see here. Let's look up Intuit. Intuit QuickBooks. Invoice Maker, accounting, workforce. Oh, that's different. Oh, that's Square Invoices, get paid fast, accept any payment easily. See, I don't think that's what I want. There's Intuit Inc. QuickBooks Self-Employed. QuickBooks Money, QuickBooks Go Payment, QuickBooks Time Kiosk. Intuit QuickBooks. Self-Employed. That might be the one I need. I don't know. I don't know if that's going to do the trick or not. Well, it's downloading very slowly. I don't have the best connection here in the world, so that might take a while. Okay, so while that's doing that, what's going on in the chat world? What are my chatters doing? I can't really see. Jolie BRB. Oh, wow. So let's see what's going on here. Thank you, Aaron, for reading the chat. Jolie says, my cat had a really high white blood cell count. Vet thought for sure it was cancer, did a bunch of blood work, put him on antibiotics, follow up today, not cancer, and new blood work came back fine. Well, that's good. That's a relief. And Aaron says, "Woo, what a relief!" Or says, "Glad your kitty is okay." I didn't know it said what a relief. So yeah, I'm glad to hear about your kitty. So I wonder what the problem was, because does the kitty seem okay? What prompted the examination in the first place for the cat? To find out that it had white blood cells. I mean, a high number of them. So, anyhow, I guess let's see what's been going on with me since Tuesday. Just did some Ubering. Let's see, anything interesting? Not really. It's been kind of not really slow, because it's never really slow here, but it's just slower than other times. This is I guess the kind of slow part of the season here in Vegas, but it's still busy. I mean, it's pretty steady. There's still a lot of people out on the strip, which is good. They're getting ready for Formula One, getting closer and closer. They're starting to. You can see they're building the grandstands on the strip, trying to finish up their main. They call it a paddock, and that's basically the start-finish line area and the pit stop area and well, that's that, I guess, and then I guess media and all that kind of stuff. Hey, the Coming Rose, thanks for being here. I do appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button for me. Like, subscribe, and share. Yeah, we're just kicking it here. I was trying to fill out an application earlier, a rental agreement, or not a rental agreement, but a lease type of deal. And so I'm trying to get through this stupid application. I think maybe I have to download. Well, I don't really have to. They said someone would get back to me. But in the meantime, I thought I would download one of these Intuit QuickBooks, and maybe I could put my payment, my salary information on there, and then they would use that maybe. So I can just move on to the next step. I'm just trying to complete the damn thing. Aaron says, positive culinary unit strike in Vegas. Yeah, hospitality. Also, the hospitality workers. They were having some big meetings at UNLV, Thomas and Mack Arena, the last couple days. And I think they overwhelmingly voted in favor of striking, but I don't know if that was like a final vote. I haven't heard if it's for sure that they're on strike. But yeah, there's going to probably be a whole. Once one of them strikes, the other ones will either strike or they will not cross picket lines probably. And you have, yeah, there's this culinary workers, hospitality folks. And it's going to be a huge strike, and it's going to be right before Formula One. And so hopefully they can get that settled, and they can get what they deserve. They can get they deserve pay raises. Look, this town is full of money. The big corporations that own these casinos are making bank. They're making billions and billions of dollars every year. Don't come at me with any crap that they can't afford to give people raises. Just like GM and the auto workers, don't give me that crap when you're paying your CEOs $25 million a year, and you can't give your workers a nice raise that they deserve, because that kept the companies afloat and kept the companies profitable all through the pandemic. And now, so, and that's the same here in Vegas, and the same everywhere across the country. The heads, these companies are making profits, and they're paying their CEOs absorbent amount of money, and they still don't want to pay the workers. They hate paying employees. So fuck those assholes. If you need to go to strike, go on strike. I hope they get everything they can. Hey, Seattle Judy, thanks for being here. Glad to see you popping in. Haven't seen you in a while. And 70B2, hey, it says, hello, dear Jolie. I DM'd you pics of my first weed haul. Ooh, wow. DM'd him. And Jolie says, hi, to Seattle Julie. So, hi, we got Seattle Julie, 70B2. We got Jolie, we got Aaron, we got, did I miss anybody? I think I got everybody. They call me Rose. Thank you all for checking in. Checking in here. Here at, like I say, it's a beautiful sunny day in Las Vegas. I can see some sunshine coming through the window here. And it's a nice, cool, it says 94 degrees. I was outside earlier. Well, I guess this thing downloaded. Do any of you guys use any of the Intuit QuickBooks? Let's see here. Somebody said, I had my battery changed. Oh, that's right. 2 days ago, I'm recovering with you guys. Well, hey, I hope you get a speedy recovery, and I hope you all feel recharged and ready to go. They come and go. It says, woot woot party. Somebody said, hello, Rose. CLJ says, thank you. Oops, gotta go try to be back. Oh, well, yeah, try to get back. I'll be here for another hour, maybe. And then come on back. It was good seeing you while you were here. Aaron says, I know QuickBooks. Okay, so I just downloaded this one for, I guess it's for self-employed people. It says create account. So I'm going to create an account. I just pushed that. And I'm going to, well, I don't know. No more than 32 characters. I think I'm going to just choose my own because it didn't like that one. Let's see. Let's see if this works. Okay, now I'm putting my phone number in. Let's do a text message. For the verification process. Let's see if that works. Wow, somebody just tore out in the parking lot. This morning, the people right above me, and this has happened before. I think this happens every month. It's like the floor to my ceiling. And then a little later on, some lady will be just screaming like, you took my kids, or something. I don't know, it's weird, really weird. But it happens, it's like twice now, I think it's happened. Um, Energizer Bunny. Oh yeah, Energizer. Yeah, got those new batteries in there. Uh, nice haul. So Jolie saw the DM there, and Sandra's back. How rude thought I had to go. Hi Julie. Hi Rose. Well, I'm glad you're back. I am glad you're back. I'm just over here. I'm multitasking. I'm doing a live stream, and I'm setting up an account with the QuickBook thing here. Just because I'm trying to see if that'll help me get into that other app. Let's see here. Okay, so onward it says, what's your name? First name? Trucker John. I'll just put John. Let's see here. Last name? Trucker. No. Actually, first name would be Trucker. Last name, John. Okay. Continue, please. Yes, I'm trying to continue. How long have you worked for yourself, John? Well, technically, if we go, to the trucking years, it's been more than 3 years. But if we just count Uber, I guess I'll just put 3+ years. I don't know. What do you want to do with QuickBooks Self-Employed? Pick what's important right now. The rest will be here if you need it later. AutoTrack miles. I already have an app for that. Ooh, well, I didn't see it on here though. Track deductible expenses, organize receipts, invoice like a pro, stay ahead of taxes, know what I make. Well, I guess all of them. Can I do all of them? Because, I think I can do all of them. Okay. So do all of them because those are all important things. What kind of work do you do? Well, driving. Yeah. It's right there on top. We'll show you the top deductible expenses for your industry. Ground passenger transportation, truck driving, deliveries, rideshare. There it is. There it is. Right there. That's me. Is this business your main source of income? Yes. And I have no employees or contractors. All right, then. Hey, is Wesley in the house? Hello, Wes. You made it. We got 7 Cowboys. How long time no chat? Long time no chat. All is well. Yeah, 71 Cowboys. Been a long time. Been a long time. Been a long time. Been a long time. I'm gonna start annoying Wes again because he hates the way I sing. Been a long time. Been a long time. Been a long, lonely time. That was for you, Wes. I hope you had all your speakers on your house going. Okay. Wes hates when I sing. So I did it just for him. Oh, see, this one here, it's not free. You have to, it says subscribe now and save up to 50%. First, let's auto track your expenses. See, this is turning into a whole deal. I just wanted to do this, and so I could maybe oh. I don't know. This ain't gonna work. I don't think this is gonna work. This might not work out. Oh boy. I don't know. This might not be working out. Anyhow, um, I think Jolie was rocking out. Wes says, "I'm sorry. I didn't think you really thought you were singing." That's funny. I didn't think you thought you were singing. Last time it was more like whooping. Yeah, it was my jingle. Wes says, "I'm making chicken upstairs." You're making chicken? How do you make chicken? I thought only God could make chicken. I thought only God had the power to make a chicken. I'm just kidding. I know what you're talking about. You're like somehow you're cooking the chicken as the. So I'm now trying to link my bank account. This is just turning into a big fucking hassle. Oh, mobile code. Text message. Get the code. I'm sorry, guys. This is turning into a hassle. This is why I never get anything done, because I get frustrated with all this rigmarole you gotta do. So seven Cowboys at Jolie. West says boneless, skinless chicken soup. Chicken soup for the soul. Jolie says coffee break, coffee break. John is on a coffee break. I'm about ready to go do another coffee break. Maybe some stuffing. Says Jolie says, or 71 Cowboy says, Jolie, how do you do that fancy colored name? Oh, where's the colored name? Not seeing it on here. I mean, I see, because I see the blue, because she's a mod. She's got the wrench. When you get the wrench, you get the color. All right, so let's see. They sent me a code, apparently, evidently. Let's see. That looks like that's going through. Alrighty then. Oh boy, this is not going to look good. Okay. Barracuda! Yeah. Wes got me on that one. Says Wes Jolie is a witch with a wrench. Oh, come on now, Wes. Wes says Virgin. The company Rose, hi Wes. And 71 Cowboys. And Wes says, hey Rose, how you doing? I added the how you doing part. But there was an ellipsis. So maybe, after the ellipsis, this was the how you doing? How you doing? Anyhow, I'm just trying to fill out this Intuit QuickBook thing. Maybe that'll help. Maybe it won't. Maybe that'll help. Maybe it won't. Wes says a bigger witch was here earlier without her wrench. They call me Rose is laughing out loud. Oh, just laughing. Because it's so funny here at the Trucker John live stream. Things are so funny. You just can't help but laugh out loud. You gotta laugh. You gotta laugh. All right, so connection is complete. And account added. Get paid like a pro. 99 transactions. Office supply store. Ooh. To the left, to the left. Materials and supplies. Just tap after swiping. Okay. I tapped it. Ooh, movie theater. It's finding all this stuff. It's kind of funny. 71 Cowboy says, choke the what? I don't know. Did I say that? The Cowboy Rose says, my laughing out loud to John with how you doing? Oh, okay. And someone comes as well. Is someone going to tell me about the color? Someone goes choke the what, and Wes is laughing. I mean Jolie says Wes laughing. I don't know. I'm confused. And someone comes says laughing out loud. Mr. Virgin. I don't know. Yeah, we'll dismiss that. Oh, to the right, to the right, to the right. Okay. Oh, this is like a tutorial. It's showing me how this thing works, I think. Great job. You'll find all reviewed transactions in the reviewed tab at the top. Okay. Receipts in your inbox. So this is pretty cool. You can put all this, receipts and everything in here. Receipt forwarding, all this kind of stuff. Mileage. Go to settings. The mileage tracking is almost ready to finish setup. Go to settings. But the thing is, I should be doing this on my iPhone because I don't really use my iPad to do this. So I'm gonna have to go back on here and do this when I'm not doing live stream. I can set it up on my phone. Let's see. Okay, it's up to you, Rose. And then Seven Cowboys. What is the trick to highlight name? If you're talking about the blue name, that's just what happens when you are a moderator. All right? If that's what you're talking about, you have to be a moderator. Okay. All right, so now I have this. I don't know what I've done, but here's an invoice. I don't know what the invoice is. Let's see. I made an invoice. Flat rate, new customer. I don't even know what this is. 928 hour. Is this a sample? I guess this is still just a sample because I have not done anything for that. Leave without saving. I don't know. What am I saving? Alrighty then. Well, so there's that. I don't know if it's going to help things along or not. Touch and drag to change the order. Profit mileage, invoices, account summary. Huh. All right, well, now I've got a new gizmo on my iPad here. Just what I needed. More stuff. More stuff on there. Wow. Whatever it is, it has 1,303 I guess, notifications or whatever. Wow. Okay, well, anyway, I'll look at that stuff later. Because what have I done? I've created a monster. No, just kidding. So today, what are we going to do today? Let me go. I'm going to go into the chat here on my iPad now, and I can actually see the chat much better. Alrighty. All right, so now I got you guys on the iPad, and I can go ahead and read chat. So let's see what's going on in the chat room. Looks like everyone's chatting it up here. The Cubby Rose, somebody companies, John explained you have to be a mod and it changes color to blue. The Cubby Rose, yeah. Jolie says put an @ symbol in front of their name, @71 Cowboys. It will highlight their name. Oh, okay. There's that. Yeah. 71 Cowboy says no, the orange. And then somebody goes, okay, thank you. And then Cubby Rose. Oh, then what? Jolie explained as laughing out loud. And then 71 Cowboys put @Jolie. Now on my thing, I'm just seeing it all as like white. Like the names are kind of gray, and then the text that people type is just white. And then Jolie's name is blue because she's a mod. That's what I'm seeing. Now this is an old 6th generation iPad. You know, maybe every device, different devices, different on different platforms. Maybe it's different. Maybe you're seeing different than what I'm seeing. But that's what I'm seeing. So. The Company Rose says Trucker John should show orange for you now, John. Trucker John should show orange. And then, so 70 Cowboys is putting @Jolie. Wes says 70 Cowboys, and he's just doing it over and over again. 70 Cowboys, I don't know. And then 70 Cowboys says, oh, okay, thank you. And Wes says, is that what you meant? And then sort of what's his with? Okay, so we'll get the color thing figured out someday. I don't know. And so where was I? I guess I was explaining what's happened since Tuesday. Basically nothing. I've just been Ubering. I was going to look at some apartments, and I didn't really get around to doing it yesterday. I'm pretty much like the one that I'm trying to apply for right now is the one I think I'm going to go with. It's in the neighborhood is so there, but there are way worse neighborhoods, and the price is really cheap. So for this price, it's only $825 a month. For $825 a month, you're usually in like the ghetto, or it's really kind of horrible. This neighborhood I think is halfway decent. And the ones that I really do like, they're like this, they're like 1700 and up. And just right now, I just don't want to do that. Right now, I just really want to try to live cheap, save up as much money as I can. And then eventually, maybe I can get into a better place. But for right now, this is what I really want. And this unit, it seems like it's not too bad of a neighborhood. The grounds all seem to be nicely taken care of and clean. I don't know, just look like a decent place. So I really want to try to get this one. So hopefully they will get back in touch with me and help me get through this this darn application. Or maybe they'll just say come on in and we'll do it there. I don't know. Because I was already in there once. She took me on a little tour of the unit, and it's not bad. It's better than this place. Actually, it's better than this place, I think. And it's like half the price, So I I hope I can get it. And so that's basically all that's gone on since Tuesday. I was thinking about some other apartments that I was thinking about looking at, and I didn't do it. So I'm trying to go on with this one and see if I can do it. Just looking at my to-do list. There's still things I need to do. I haven't called the Clark County Business License Office yet. I've got the Nevada State license, but then I found out you have to get also a Clark County Business License, so I need to do that. I haven't got a haircut yet, as you can see. There's still this scraggly hair back there. That's on my to-do list, though, so that's a good thing. I haven't removed the Prius from the Uber app because I couldn't figure out how to do it, and they keep sending me these messages that my registration is due because they they gave me a temporary paper license, and which was only good till the 29th, which is tomorrow. But of course, I didn't keep the car. I wasn't able to keep the car, and I don't have the car. And I tried to remove the car from the Uber app, and I couldn't. There was no way for me to do it. And I keep telling myself I need to call in there and have them do it, and I keep forgetting to do that. But it's on my to-do list. And I could check one off. I sent a form in to Social Security Administration. They wanted me to send them back some more information, and I did that. So I got that one done. So I can just cross that off. And then I need to call this one bill that I have for an old loan, and they've been calling me, and I need to call them and arrange to make a late payment. So there's that. And that's really all on my to-do list. Can you guys think of anything else for my to-do list? And I just sort of wrote a little list of sort of my top 3 apartments that I've been looking at. I got the University Gardens, that's the one I'm applying for now. There's the Boulevard Boutique, which I really did like. It's right across the street from the Strat on Las Vegas Boulevard. But with that one, that was an efficiency for about almost $1,200. So it's not even a 1-bedroom. And I figured I like the 1-bedroom, for being about $400 less on the other one. And then there's all the Sosa's apartments, and that was a studio. It was, I never did actually get to see the unit because it wasn't ready, and I had an appointment to go back. Then they called and said that they overbooked the appointments, and then if I could reschedule or something, and I never did reschedule. So there's that. But I think at this point, I'm ready to just, if University Gardens will let me finish this application, and if they approve it and everything's good, then I'll just do that. They call me Rose. Let's see, where am I at? Wes says, sounds like a good move. Jolie says, I'll need my own room at Charjan. Yeah, when you come visiting. Well, maybe I might get a convertible couch, or whatever you call it. They call me Rose. Hopefully it works out. Rent is crazy expensive. Yeah, it is. Westwood says, I need to move or do a whole lot of remodeling. Yeah, Wes, you've been talking about that for a long, long time. But when you're really ready to do it, you'll do it. Wes says, watch out for Jolie, John. Wes says, she's a trickster. And Jolie says that she's a little angel, I think, has a halo, right? Is that a halo? They call me Rose. Uber doesn't have chat or email to ask them to remove the car. It does have all those things. Wes says, going back for chicken. All right. I had chicken yesterday. I went to L&L Hawaiian and got the barbecue chicken, and I think it made me a little sick. And it's the second time I've had it. The first time I didn't get sick. This time, I did notice that one of the pieces seemed maybe a little undercooked, and I ate it anyhow like a dummy. And I got a little bit of a rumbly-tumbly afterwards. So, Yeah, Rose, they have chat and they email, and they also have a phone. And since I'm a Diamond Pro driver, uh, they give me special preference when I call through that I don't really wait on hold more than usually like 30 seconds. I just need to call them, and as soon as I'm done with this live stream, I'm going to call them. Just ask them to remove it. It's on my list, so you know it'll get done. You know, that's this thing. I kind of procrastinate, and then next thing I know, it's like I'm busy doing other stuff, things of this nature. You know, that's what happens. It happens. It happens. All right. So what else is going on in the world? Anything? Is there anything exciting going on? Did you guys watch the Republican debates? I didn't even bother watching it because I figured I know I'm not going to vote for any of those assholes, and I really don't care about it. So why should I watch? You know? But I did see a caption or whatever where I guess Nikki Haley, and this is one thing maybe I agree with. Hey, there's Kim Chi. What up, my Chuck? What up, my Aunt Chucker John and his hitchhikers laughing out loud. Hey, Kim Chi, glad to see you. You know, there's a place in Vegas. It's called Kimchi Restaurant or whatever, and it has this big giant sign. I've been wanting to take a picture of it and post it, and then at you at it, just because whenever I see that, I always think of you. It's right behind Tacos El Gordo. But Nikki Haley, when she was talking, she was replying to Vivek. What's his name? Swamasmarmy. And she just said something like, everything you said just made us all stupider or whatever. I thought that was, to me, that's the highlight of the Republican debate. But I didn't watch it because, like I said, I'm not voting for any of those assholes. And I'm not going to waste my time watching a stupid debate with a bunch of assholes. That's just how I feel. So that's how I feel about that. That's all I got to say about that. So looking over here at Shitter. Let's see what's going on at Shitter. Not much. I don't know. Did you guys watch the debates? Did you think it was interesting? Westwest says, Boston Brian said he was going to stream during the debate. I would have watched then, falling asleep. I turned into Liberal Dan and dropped immediately. Story 2 says, Kimchi, I just DM'd you a pic of my first weed haul. Stuff to be 2 is just cranking out the weed. Yeah, I saw you in there at Liberal Dan's. Woke up around 10:30, says Wes. 72, Boston Brian covered Mango Mussolini. Kimchi, hi sweetie, checking out now. I saw you at Liberal Dan last night, Wes. Oh, you called in, that's right. Was that last night or Monday night? I heard you call in. I usually just catch the first 10 minutes of Liberal Dan, because that's usually about when I start driving. Around 6 o'clock Pacific time. Or sometimes earlier. I mean, I usually go, if I start, I might start not real early, but I'll start like at, I might go wash the car. By the time I wash the car, maybe I'll get lunch or something. It's usually around, 4:30, 5 o'clock is when I start. And if I don't do that, and if I'm just here, sometimes I won't start until like 6. Because here the rush hour traffic here isn't too bad. It's not too long, but it's usually over with by around, I don't know, 6 or 7 o'clock, and it starts to dissipate. And I hate going, if you get any rides where you have to go directly west, That's when the sun is right in your eyes, man. So I hate that. So I try to wait until after the sun goes down, or right around there. And right now, it doesn't go down over the mountains until about, I think, 6:20 or something like that. So anyhow, long story short, I usually watch Liberal Dan. I'll catch like 5-10 minutes, and then I'm back, and then I'm Ubering, and then I just like listening to music. I don't like listening to even sports. It just doesn't seem right. Like if I'm picking up passengers, I've had a few times where I had a game playing, and it just doesn't seem right. Or I've had one time I had like talk show like Hal Sparks was playing. It's just weird. I think it's just weird when you have passengers, and they get into a car, and then they hear your radio playing like a talk show or a game. I don't know, music. It just seems like music is the international whatever. I don't know what I'm, but it seems like people like music, and people pretty much like my playlists and the things I play, unless they're a young kid who just wants to listen to rap or something. Then they hate my music. But most people, I've had a lot of people say, yeah, I like the music, stuff. So I usually play music, and it just seems awkward playing like a talk show or something, Yeah, avoid controversy. Yeah, that, but it's not even that. It's just I don't know. It just seems distracting, or because I like to have a conversation with my passengers. Some people like to talk and some don't. I kind of can get a feel if they're a talkative person, and if they are, we'll have a nice conversation. If it seems like they just want to be on their phone and they're doing something with their social media or their messaging or their whatever, then I'll just shut up and let them do their thing. And it just seems like if you got a talk show or a sports game, a game going, it just seems kind of a little distracting, So I usually just go with the music, But I've tried it the other way, and I always end up turning it off and just putting on the music because it just seems weird. Like even here, we had the Raiders were playing. It was their first home game of the season, and I had the Raider game going for a little while. And that seemed appropriate since we were practically driving right around the stadium, and there was a big buzz in the city, kind of the game going on. But even that seemed a little weird because not everyone's a football fan, and it just seems a little alienating, maybe. I don't know. So I usually just, like I said, I play music, and I mix it up. I mix it up a lot. I mean, I play a lot of classic rock and a lot of alt rock and rock-based formats, but I'll play pop music. I'll play, not so much hip hop or rap, but there was this one day these guys, they were going to a nightclub at the Encore, and they were all ready to go, ready to party, and they were in a partying mood, and I had I don't know, Steely Dan playing or whatever, whatever was playing, and they were like, "Hey man, can we please?" And we were driving, and it was like a few minutes of this music, and they were like, "Hey man, can we play something else? You got something else?" And then I just go, "Hey, so what do you want to hear?" I didn't get offended by it or anything. I just go, "Okay, well, what do you guys want to hear? What do you like?" And then they gave me this name. I can't remember the name now, but it was some kind of rapper name, and so I just go, "Hey," no, I shouldn't say it, but I go, "Hey Siri, play." Whatever they told me, I forget now what it was, and then boom, Siri just brings it in, and then it was a song that they liked, and they're like, there it is, and so I cranked it up for them, and so by the time we got to the drop off, they were like, listening to their music, and they were all like going with it, and they were like, yeah, and they were happy. So when I dropped them off, they're like, hey man, you're cool, thanks a lot, thanks a lot for getting us all pumped up or whatever, playing the music, and I was like, hey, no problem, and that's how you do it, my friends. That's how you become a perfect 5-point star, 5 whatever star driver. Okay? That's how you do it, in case you were wondering. Kimchi says, my daughter is taking me to see Ashniko tomorrow night in DC. I don't know what that is. See? I'm old. That's a true sign of old age when you don't know, I guess, popular stuff. Kimchi says, listen to Worms and tell me this ain't kick-ass. I'm lost. I don't know the reference. Sorry, I don't get the reference. I'm just an old fogey from Muskogee. Actually, not from Muskogee, but you know what I mean. So I see that James Outman made the trending list here. Going to be maybe rookie of the year for the Dodgers. Kimchi says, I am too old too, but my daughter is almost 21. Kimchi says, hi, beautiful mistress, at Aaron West. My daughter just turned 24, and my son just turned 26. Birthdays this month, earlier this month. Let's see what here's a clip from the debate. Hopefully I'm back. I was listening to a clip from the debate, the Republican debate, where they're all just talking and yelling over each other. I thought it was hilarious. Here's a post from Elizabeth Warren. Says Massachusetts Senator Warren and Markey call on Treasury to address economic risk prompted by climate change. And Senator Warren says that the Treasury Department can use more of its tools to help fight the climate crisis. The Treasury Department can use more of its tools to help fight the climate crisis. Elizabeth Warren, she has a lot she'll write out how to work it. Adam Westish is in the house. Thanks for being here, Adam. Glad to see you. We're just hanging out in the chat here. I guess Hal's going to be coming on at 4, right? 4 Pacific. In about 22 minutes. Maybe we'll hang out here for another 22, and then we'll head on over. We'll do a Trucker John raid. All 4 of us that are now in the room. Let's do a Trucker John raid at House Sparks when he comes on. Kimchi says, Adam, I was feeling guilty for not teaching more classic rock. But I did force her to take violin, and she has always loved classical, so I can't complain. Well, that's cool. And which is not feeling good, so I'm lurking. Well, hey, lurk. That's fine. Just glad you're here. I hope you feel better. Jolie says, I'll check her out. And Kimchi says, woot, I like it. And Trucker John Raid from Adam Washington. So Kimchi has a golden wrench. Yeah, let's do a Trucker John raid. I think Hal's coming on. Can anyone verify that? It's Thursday at 4 p.m. I think he said he's back to his regular schedule. So at about whenever he goes on, 4 or a little after 4, we should do a Trucker John raid. I don't know. Have I ever done a Trucker John raid before? It just occurred to me. We'll do a goddamn Trucker John raid. How do you like them beans? Huh? How do you like that idea? You know, people keep posting stuff about Colin Kaepernick and look, the guy hasn't played for like 7 years. He probably can't even fucking throw anymore. And also the NFL paid him in settlements, in lawsuit settlements. I don't know how much it was, but it was a lot of money, like tens of millions of dollars. They're never going to fucking let him play again in the NFL. I don't care if he's the greatest quarterback in the world. They had to pay out millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars in lawsuit settlement to him. So they will never, ever, ever hire him to play. So get that through your thick heads, people. The NFL will never hire Colin Kaepernick. I don't care how shitty their quarterback is on a team and how good he may be. Just by the simple virtue of the fact that they had to pay him tens of millions of dollars in lawsuit settlements, they will never. Why would you hire someone that you had to pay, that you lost a lawsuit to, and you had to pay them millions of dollars? Why would you hire them back? You don't. That's not how it works. The reason they pay them is for loss of income, loss of lifetime income, of future income. That's why he got those settlements, because the judge decided that it was probably a settlement, but he was probably going to win, that they denied him future income. And they agreed to this settlement. It was some tens of millions of dollars. I don't know what it was total. So why would you, it'd be like if I got fired from someplace and then I sued and I won a settlement and then they hired me back. They don't do that. That's not how it works, people. So all these things, I keep seeing all these things, people posting about Colin Kaepernick and he should be hired. He's being blackballed. No, he sued and he won, and they're not going to hire him back after he wins a lawsuit against them like that. So get that through your freaking skulls, people. I'm not talking to my chatters. You guys all know. I'm just talking about the people especially on Shitter there. Wes says he's too old anyway. But they keep saying it. They keep bringing it up. I love that song. We saw her at Evanescence last year. I must have missed Adam's post. Adam Kim Chipsy. Oh, nice, I love Evanescence. And Adam is saying hi to Wes. And then Kimchi says, good point. Thank you, Kimchi. Thank you. Adam says, Kaepernick got screwed, but at least he got a little sugar, as you said. He got a lot of sugar. Come on. He got a lot of sugar. Enough to live a million more lifetimes, on that money. Or at least 1,000 lifetimes. So yeah, let's just stop. Can we put a stop to that of the Kaepernick thing? Maybe well, I was gonna say maybe 5 years ago. But once you won that lawsuit, that was it. He's done with the NFL. And I didn't know it was that much. Oh no, it was tens of millions. Let's see here. Poor old Bruce Springsteen, man. He was on tour, world tour. He's been touring for, several months now, until recently. He was doing this huge world tour, got the E Street Band back together, and was just touring it up. And I kind of got the feeling this was like his last hurrah, because the guy is in his 70s, mid 70s, and and he's still rocking, still doing it. I've been watching YouTube videos of his shows. Great show. And now he's had to cancel due to illness, and they were saying some kind of ulcers or something. And the doctors are telling him to take more time off from touring, which is kind of a shame, because I don't know if they're ever going to put it back together again, because I kind of got the feeling, not that he was retiring from music altogether, or he would never tour, but to do a big full band, all of his band. Miami Steve was there, and Little Nils was there. Everyone was there. The full band, everything. Mighty Max, Weinberg, all of them. All the survivors are there, and then the replacements that replace the people who have died, like Federici and Clarence Clemens, of course, replaced by his nephew that is like his doppelganger. I mean, he plays just like Clarence did. Sounds like him, looks like him. Is a big guy. And so they had the whole thing going, and it felt like a last hurrah. Not to say that Bruce wouldn't have gone out on maybe smaller tours and scaled back, stripped down versions here and there, but this was going to be, I think, the last big Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band doing a world tour, lots of dates going on for a couple of years, and now that this might be it. I don't know. I guess we'll see if he's going to be able to finish it up or not. But Bruce, hope you get better soon, buddy. Dodgers won last night over the Colorado Rockies. And that's good because I'm a Dodger fan. Hey, there's a new person in here. Thanks for dropping by. We got, okay, so Kimchi's doing laundry. And Wes Webb says, everyone owners fancying themselves, old-time Southern planter owning their slaves. Yeah, maybe. Minyard Reddix. Hi, Jugger John. Good show. Hey, Minyard Reddix. Thanks for being here. Glad to see you. Not familiar with that screen name. I don't know if this is someone I know or if it's a brand new person. But in any case, welcome. Make sure you hit the thumbs up and subscribe and share. Because don't you want more people to be a part of the Trucker John experience? I mean, look what they're missing, right? They're missing this. They're missing all this. And they're missing the occasional vocalization that Wes Webb really loves. Raid. And then, when House Sparks comes on, I believe around 4 Pacific time, we will do a Trucker John raid. Which simply means, my definition might be different than the. I guess the old definition was, you would be doing a live stream, and then say there's another live stream going on, and then you would say, hey, let's do a raid on this other person's thing, and then everyone would go over there and just say, hey, this is a raid from Trucker John or whatever, and then you would go back because the other live stream would still be going on. But in this sense, the way I'm saying it, like when we end this show, this live stream, most of us that are on here are probably going to go over to Hal, right? And you can just say something like, hey, this is a Trucker John raid. So it's sort of an adaptation of the original meaning of a raid. This is sort of a little different. You just go over there and say, basically you're just saying, Trucker John sends his regards. Trucker John, he sends his regards. I don't know. No, I was trying to do some sort of Godfather thing or something. I don't know. Anywho, so let's see. There's a new movie coming out called The Creator, only in theaters. That looks kind of creepy. It's got this dude, and he's got like this little robot girl, and she has this weird back of her head's all like mechanical and shit, and it looks just gross and creepy. I don't like it. So Adam Wesley says, there you go, a hug from Vegas, Hawaii's 9th island to Vegas. Also, Hawaii's 9th island. Okay, all right then. And Adam says, Don John. Yeah. I'm the Don. Let's see, the other things trending. We got Black Rock Spot, whatever that is. And you got sports, things that are trending in the sports world. You got LeBron. I guess they're talking about LeBron. Entertainment, Becky G. What's going on with Becky G? I don't even really care. Sorry, I'm an old fogey. Don't really care about Becky G. Sorry, Becky G. Strike alert! We got another strike going on. SEIU UHW. I'm just scrolling. Oh, scrolling. I'm a scrolling. Oh, here's something I retweeted from Elizabeth Warren. She says, record profits for automakers should mean a record contract for auto workers. President Biden is in this fight for working people alongside the UAW. Hear, hear. To see Joe Biden down there at the picket line, standing with the rank and file, with the union members, was pretty awesome. It was pretty awesome. Joe Biden is for the union. The Democrats are for the union. The Republicans are not. Donald Trump certainly is not. They're anti-union. All they want to do is bust unions. And you can take that all the way back to Reagan, at least, when he started busting up air traffic controllers and demonizing unions, and it's been going on and on ever since. So it's really a clear-cut choice if you're a union member. And I used to be a shop steward when I was with the Postal Service, and I was with the union, and I would have to handle grievances for people that were non-union, or that weren't in the union, but they would want to file a grievance. If they had a grievance, they sure did come and run in, and we had to take their cases. We couldn't turn them down because if they were non, it was an open shop. So I had to represent them in their case, and I would do a good job. And I would ask them, why aren't you a union member? And they would say, I don't believe in dues. I don't believe in, and the dues were like $14 a paycheck. We got paid every 2 weeks, so it's $28 a month. Big fucking deal. And and then you would get then you would hear their political views, and usually they were like Republicans, or they were some sort of not even affiliated with a party. They were usually weirdos, but still, I represent them, and I would win their case usually, or get them at least better outcome than what they thought they were going to get. And some of them I was able to, because at the end, whenever I would get a non-union person that I was representing, I wouldn't ask them to be a member until the very end. And after we're done and everything's signed, the deal is done, the resolution is there, and they agree to it, and they usually were happy. And then I would just slide over an application to join the union. And I would just go, hey, look, just think about it. No pressure, but we need union members. We need solidarity. We need strength. We need to all work together. And so it's because of the union that just saved your job, or just saved you from, a 2-week suspension without pay or whatever. So, think about it. And then I had quite a few people, more than one, let's say, probably a half a dozen or so, maybe, over a couple of years, that came back with a fill-out application and joined the union. So, because that was the way my attitude was. But we had other people, other shop stewards, that their attitude was, oh, they're scabs, and they would just do like the bare minimum in handling their case. And they would treat them like, not treat them like shit, but they would, they definitely had like an attitude. And they didn't really treat them real respectfully or whatever. And then that person would either not get a good resolution, and they would come away feeling justified in why they don't like the union, that the union sucks. Because they didn't do anything for them, they didn't get a good resolution, They didn't help my case and my cause, and the guy was an asshole to me. Why should I join the union? So my philosophy was, I'm going to treat them just like a union member. I'm going to treat them with respect, and I'm going to give them my full attention to their case, and work just as hard on that case as I would a union member. And in several instances, it really worked. It really meant something, and it got that person to kind of change their attitude on being a union member or not. So that's how I worked. Okay, that's how I worked. We're getting close to raid time. And I'm just looking at the, I still call it Twitter. Or shitter. I think it's stupid that Elon Musk does a lot of stupid shit. You should have just left it called Twitter, you know? And let's see here. I'm just scrolling through to see if there's anything interesting. I don't know if I want to read this quote or not. Somebody named Kamau Franklin. Might have been with Occupy Wall Street or something. Says Malcolm X on the state media and controlling the language of what's violent. They have another trap wherein they make it look criminal if any of us who has a rope around our neck do anything to stop the man from putting that rope around your neck. That's violent. Yeah, whatever. Okay, fine. Fine, just, let's see. Seems like a kind of a non sequitur. We're just all of a sudden going there. Edward says, just tell yourself he's not good for you, girl. You deserve better than X. Kipchi says, solidarity. Yes, absolutely. Jolie says, I refuse to call it X. It's so stupid. Yeah, I agree. Adam Moses says, look at my hair all scraggly. I need a haircut. I will not make love to X. Adam says, just tell yourself he's not good for you, girl. You deserve better than X. And Adam says, yeah, shitter, I guess is what we're calling it. I was watching South Park. Either it was last night or 2 nights ago, and they're playing these. They always play these old reruns, and I don't know what year this was from. I think the show was way before Elon Musk bought Twitter. I think this is from the show like 10 years ago or something. I don't know, but they were talking about it was something about social media, and then they actually had this. I think it was just a made up social media thing called Shitter. And I thought it was funny because that's what Hal Sparks and other people have been calling X. They've been calling it Shitter. But this was from this an episode was like way before that. Adam says, you guys are hilarious. Adam says, yeah, they predict the future far too often. Yeah, but I have problems with, I've been watching a lot of South Park lately. And I think they're funny. But, was it Matt Stone and Trey Parker? Something like that. The creators of the show, I think they are the main writers and everything. I think there's a lot of things that they're trying to be satirical and cutting edge. But they strike me as being a both sides do it, both sides are the same. That type of thing, that type of mentality. And I think they missed the point a lot. They're trying to make some sort of a point. They think they're really clever. They're maybe too cute by half, maybe. They think they're making some point and pointing out hypocrisies on both sides, and really they're missing the whole point of an issue. And it's not so both sides are doing it type of thing. So I kind of have issue with them, but I do like the show, you know, and it is funny, but I think they're kind of doing a disservice to the younger generations that have been watching that show, and kind of implanting it in this idea that both let's say parties, you know, Republicans, Democrats, whatever, are the same, and they're not. It's clearly not. We can see that with Joe Biden on the picket line, standing with the union, and then you have someone like Trump who is a union buster. I mean, it couldn't be a better example of how different the parties are. Adam says their "Go Strong, Woman Go" thing has taken literally by the right wing. Adam says, yeah. It says, Julie, I used to love South Park, but I haven't watched it in years. I hadn't been watching it for a long time either until now, since I'm out of the truck and I'm at home and I'm in the apartment, and then I get home late at night after Ubering. So it'll be, you know, 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'll just sit there and watch those things until like 4 in the morning or something. That and HBO I've been watching. Because I have HBO on here. But so I feel like I've been catching up on like a decade's worth of South Park lately. Adam says the Go Strong Woman was about oh yeah, and it was trying to make fun of how they treat trans women like men in a dress. Yeah, and they were doing the whole it was sort of like was it Randy Savage or the guy who passed away recently, that one wrestler. In real life, you know. Hal is on. Okay, let's do our raid. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. I'll end the live stream, and so when you go over there, guys, say this is a Trucker John raid or something like that. Trucker John raid. Let's make our presence known, people. Let's make our presence felt. Thanks everybody for being here. Adam Wes's. Wes, Coach Jolie, and 70B2. I'm going to forget some names. Aaron. Everybody was here. Thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out. And I'll see you again next Tuesday, if not sooner. But we'll go at least on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And maybe over the weekend. All right, guys. Thanks for being here. And I'll see you in the chat. And I'll say, hey, everybody. And I'll say raid. Trucker John raid. Bye, guys. Thanks.